The Bloxburg Christmas update is the biggest update of the year, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you my update date prediction, along with some concepts I've created and the leaks that we have so far. Before I get started, please be sure to like and subscribe below. Ever since Coffee Stain took over development of Bloxburg around this time last year, we're beginning updates on Thursdays. This to give the developers enough time to bug fix after the update releases and the community managers time to community manage over on the social media, all before the weekend when everyone goes home. Before Coffee Stain took over and started making the updates, Coeptus and Froggy Hops would make updates on Saturday mornings, which is really different from what they do now. They did this with the exception of the Christmas update. In 2020, the update came out on December 10th, which was a Thursday. Then in 2021, the update came out on December 9th, which was also a Thursday. And then in December 9th of 2022, it came out on a Friday. There are two patterns to look at here when we look at these past dates, Thursdays and the 9th. The past 2 years, the updates fell on the 9th, which leaves 16 days until the 25th when the elf hunt ends, meaning that the past 2 years there's been 16 elves in both of the elf hunts. Some people's position is that the update will come out on the 9th in order to maintain the 16 elves. I feel like this makes sense logically because it fits the pattern, but I don't think Bloxburg would change an entire update date if they could just add or take away 2 more elves instead. Now my theory is that the update will release on a Thursday. Now we need to choose which Thursday. There's 3 Thursdays that I have my eyes on for the update. Firstly, we have the 30th, which is a Thursday and the last day of November. Then the 7th, which I think is the most likely date for the update to release, which is also a Thursday. And then we have the 14th of December, which is a Thursday and pretty late, but it's definitely a possibility. The other 2 dates I came up with are the 9th to go along with the other theory. I doubt that's going to happen, but it's definitely possible, so I just threw it on there. And then the 8th simply because it's smashed in between the 7th and 9th, so maybe it'll come in there, but there's no data or anything backing that up. But even then, it's important to remember that Bloxburg doesn't ever explicitly tell us when the update's going to release, so all of these are just predictions and they may not come true. For the most up-to-date update information, you can check out my channel or any of the official Bloxburg channels, which are on most social media. I've come up with 10 different concepts that I want to be in the Christmas update this year, though some are a little more reasonable than others. The first one is some sort of Christmas town or Santa's workshop up where the event plotted. This is the same plot that they do the Halloween event every year. They can move the Christmas tree lot up to this top of the mountain, and then they could also add some sort of place to meet Santa, which they already have in town, but they could add another one up here. Then they could add a candy cane factory, a toy factory, gingerbread bakery, or a Christmas market where you can buy Christmas items or the decorations that we have in build mode, something like that. Those are just some ideas I came up with. They also have the Tom and the Beat Band builders in the fall, but I think it would be pretty cool to do a Christmas version and have a choir or something singing Christmas carols and stuff over in the Christmas market. Especially now that we have animatronics, it's definitely a possibility. The next one is pretty unreasonable, but I thought it was a pretty cool idea. You could have a Santa's train that goes around the map and it loops kind of following the highway, and then it'll come down here and maybe you'll have a bridge. It could have stops as well in the town. It could go to the beach or up to the campsite or somewhere, but the train would be something similar to the Polar Express. They could also do a Christmas parade made up of cars and stuff that wraps around this loop here. This is where they add the Christmas tree lot every year, and I think that it would be really cool if they were to add another building, maybe for an ice sculpture exhibit. I've been to one of these in real life, so I'll put a picture of it up on the screen here, but pretty much it's just ice sculptures. In Bloxburg, I guess you could make it out of transparent cubes and stuff, but it'll just be big ice sculptures. Maybe they can make it into a slide or something, I don't know, but I want some sort of ice sculpture activity to add to the map. Another interactive thing they could add is a light show drive-through. I've been to one of these in real life as well, so I'll put a picture of it on the screen, but pretty much they could just do a big light show that's synced together and you drive your car through it, and then it just puts on a Christmas show for you. It doesn't even have to be in the town really. They could put it up on the mountain where I said the Christmas market would go, so I'm not really sure. If you didn't know, Bloxburg has an official YouTube channel now, so you can subscribe to this. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below, but I pretty much want Bloxburg to do elf hunt streams on their YouTube channel. If you don't know what the elf hunt is, I'll make a separate video about it, but pretty much you find an elf that spawns on Bloxburg every day, and YouTubers like myself will stream this daily, and I think it would be really cool if Bram or Lil Mari went on a live stream and did it themselves. I think it would bring a big sense of community, especially with the chat and everything. So as you know, we have the ability to use computers on Bloxburg. If you click on them, you can place games and whatnot on them. You can also read news, watch YouTube, and write a book. But I think it would be really cool if they added the ability to watch NORAD on here. If you don't know what NORAD is, it's pretty much this American government agency that doesn't just do stuff for Christmas and Santa Claus, but during the winter time they have a website where you can go on and track where Santa is on the globe on Christmas Eve. And I think it would be really cool if we had the ability to do that on Bloxburg. Maybe they'd have the Bloxburg map and it would be a picture of Santa going to each house. But however they do it would be really cool. If they don't add that, I think they should at least add some sort of Christmas game or Christmas TV show. The last concept that I created is the ability to send gifts or Christmas mail through your mailbox. So if I click here, you can do permissions and family, you can go into build mode, and you can also throw a party. But I think it would be really cool if you were able to interact with your neighbors more by using this gift wrapping station to create or make a gift or card or whatnot, and then click on your mailbox and send it to someone's house, and it'll appear in their mailbox on the other side of the map, for example. And I feel like this idea wouldn't even be that hard to implement because we already have the ATM system, but you just send money instead of actual items. Ever since Coffee Stain took over the development of Bloxburg last year, we haven't really gotten any leaks from developers' inventories for 2 reasons. One, because the community isn't really bored and feels the need to get leaks because they update pretty frequently now. And then also the developers don't really post leaks in their public inventories anymore, so we don't really get leaks anymore. A big change this year with Coffee Stain though is that they have public leaks that they post to their social media profile. Usually they'll post 3 leaks before an update drops, 1 the week before and then 2 in the days prior. So if you see Bloxburg post a leak on the week after Thanksgiving or like the week before the 7th, I would definitely expect an update that week, which is the week that I predicted earlier in this video. Now so far we haven't really gotten any leaks, but we do have some information about the next update. I posted a tweet and Bram replied, along with this other person named Emer. They said, "Will there be the sleigh trophy again? I tried very hard getting it last year but was extremely unlucky." If you don't know what the Santa sleigh trophy is, it's pretty much the Santa sack that fell from the sky randomly, and if you touched it or picked it up, you would get the trophy. But Bram replied and he says, "We'll see," with the eyes emoji, which makes me believe that we're gonna get some sort of Santa sleigh trophy or maybe a rendition of it this year. Other than that, I'm sure we'll get all the old Christmas decorations and foods that we get every year, and I'm sure we'll get some new ones too. If you have any concepts or ideas for the update, make sure to let me know down in the comments below and I'll be sure to check them out. If you didn't notice, I didn't really mention the elf one in this video. That's because I'm making a completely separate video for that, so be on the lookout for that in the near future. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.